Loyalty, and I am back with another video finally. I know it's been a minute, but life be life, and I be having to catch myself and make sure, I don't slip. So either way, I'm glad to be back. And today's video, we're going to be talking about getting the protection of mental, emotional, and physical peace confused with avoidance. Number one, the first thing I'm just gonna generally say is that protecting your peace and protecting just yourself in general in all aspects and all areas is a part of self-care. You cannot say you care about yourself and treat yourselves in these monetary ways that really don't matter, but then you're not protecting your emotional and mental state of being, or you're letting someone abuse your physical. So before I even get into talking about the topic, we're going to talk about my source of this topic. So I've been reading a book called Set Boundaries and Find Peace by Nedra Twwab. She's been a therapist for 14 years and helping people with dealing with relationships and stuff like that. So actually, let me tell you a little bit about her. I got y'all. Yes, sir. So she's a licensed therapist and relationship expert. She practiced for 14 years, and her philosophy is that the lack of boundaries and assertiveness underlies most relationship issues. She's gifted in helping people with creating healthy relationships for themselves and for others. And like I said, she wrote the book Set Boundaries, Find Peace. And girl, I'm gonna be real 100. I did not even finish this book, and I'm finding peace with the boundaries I'm setting with the first few things she's telling me. So get in tune. And I even took the cover off my book, because people keep bothering me about the book I'm reading. I can't take that sometimes, especially when I'm at work. Like, leave me alone. Let me just get it in. You know what I mean? Or maybe you don't, but when you start reading, you probably will. So number one, what is avoidance? Avoidance is, she listed a few things that fall under what avoidance is. And if you can relate to these things, you could just be wherever you are, just raise your hand or make a mental note, like, yeah, that's me. I'm be doing that too. Yes, sir. So what is avoidance? Number one, disappearing, ignoring. Number two, number three, cutting people off. 4, not responding to requests. 5, delaying, like setting a record straight. And number 6, failing to show up. I am guilty of doing all of these at probably one point or another in probably a few of the relationships in my life. And not just like romantic relationships, like also like probably like friendships, family ship, relationship, whatever ship. See, this is kind of like where I be caught in between a rock and a hard place. Or sometimes I realize that my interpretation of what I thought was self-care and what I thought was protecting myself ended up being the opposite of what I thought I was doing. And that's not because that's what I deliberately wanted to do. I should have curled this. But either way, it's not that that's not what I wanted to do. It's just that I lacked the knowledge. And that's why I'm intentionally seeking that knowledge, and I advise other people to do so as well. If you know you struggle in a certain area of your life, don't sit around just dwelling on the fact that you struggle with it. Look up ways on how to get past it, because there's people that has done it and that has researched and learned enough about people to know the perfect way to get past it, or the different ways that might work for you. So cutting people off. See, when you're on a journey with finding yourself, finding your peace, and you actually find some peace, and you most likely find it within God and in yourself. And I've kind of been in a dilemma because I'm having trouble breaking out of wanting to stay in that bubble of peace with me, God, and just myself. Because prior to that, I had friends, I had family, and things like that. And I may still have a few, but I don't really interact the way I used to. And I'm thankful that I don't, because I'm not the same person. If I stayed the same, then there's no progress, at least for me. And it's a bit tough because you're stuck between, like, I really want to for me, it was really tough because I want to let go of that old me completely, because I understand that the hurt that she been through, the trauma that she been through, the things she dealt with were real, but at the end of the day, she can't be affecting me. The current me is not her. And I had to take time away to cater to what she needed and what she didn't get when she was in high school, when she was a young teenager and below, whatever. Like, the point is, I needed many things that I didn't understand how to give it to myself, and I kept looking for it in the wrong places. And I would advise people to deal with your obstacles, deal with your, what they call them shits, hurdles, head on. That's the best way to go about it. Avoidance ain't it, because they always swing back around, which leads me to my next point. Ow! People avoid prolonging issues, often find that their issues reappear. I can't stand that. And you know what? It don't even need to really happen again with everything around the situation happening. I'm one of those people, shit replays in my head. That's why I don't like entertaining certain conversations or entertaining just certain shit with people, because at the end of the day, I don't have time for this replaying in my head. I'd rather feed myself information that's going to push me where I want to go, and actually it touches on that in the book as well. I believe it's called ruminating, and I tend to do that a lot. I need to control that more better on what I ruminate about, because I don't mind the fact that my mind likes to dwell on things and just think deeper or and dissect ways I could have went about it better. What I'm not gonna do is beat myself up because I'm human. Absolutely not, honey. Yeah. So if you don't want your problems to reappear, deal with it head on. And it's a process, and it will take progress. You know what I'm saying? Like, a little bit of progress is better than nothing. Like, slow motion better than no motion. And again, I don't remember who told me that, but thank you. But yeah, I had to learn that with myself too. I used to be hard on myself, and I realized that's why I used to be so damn hard on people, because I was always so fucking hard on myself. And if it's hard for me to even meet my damn expectations, why I expect people to move so perfectly? Even the Bible guarantee us that we're not gonna move perfect. So it is what it is. Just let go of the idea of perfection. That's number one. Once you let that shit go, then you can start embracing yourself. That's step one. Well, no, I feel like step one is really allowing God into your life, but the step after that, yeah. Number 3, avoidance is a fear-based response. So if you find yourself avoiding issues, ask yourself 3 questions. I came up with this on my own and this is based off of information I've learned over time as well. And with this, evolving myself and helping the people around me evolve as well. So yeah, here are the questions. Number 1, what is the outcome that I'm afraid of? Or what is the outcome that you're afraid of? Number 2, is it worth prolonging this matter? Number 3, what is the prolonging doing to your peace of mind? Is it helping you out? Because at the end of the day, if you know what you're avoiding might reappear, does it make sense to prolong it and get blindsided and have to back out whatever response you're trying to avoid giving? Like, come on. You gotta really weigh your options correctly and balance that shit out. Avoidance is unhealthy and can damage a lot of relationships. And I'm speaking from personal experience. I am thankful and grateful for the people that hasn't shut me out for the time that I've been doing these things to them. But when you're healing from a lot, you're gonna have to accept that not everyone is gonna be receptive to how you decide to go about it. And me personally, I've spent a lot of time neglecting myself, and that's why now I intentionally put so much time into catering to myself. I can't get the time back that I lost, but I can make sure the time that I do have, you know what I'm saying, I'm investing in me. And I can't extend nothing to nobody else, no friends, no nothing, if I don't invest in me. Like, I realized that when people were calling me for advice and, I'm cool to be around and stuff, it's because I'm good at trauma bonding with people. I've been through a lot of shit that, I could relate to other people, and I'm good at, you know, helping people dissect their own emotions. But I never took time to do that with myself. And I feel like individuals should pay attention to that more. Like the same way you like to dissect how other people feel when you want to impress them and make them feel like you're a good listener and shit. Yeah, do that with yourself. Sorry, I came for a few people. But that's really a thing. But I'm gonna continue. Upbringing plays a major role in someone's capacity and comfortability with communication and being assertive about their needs. Yes, this is so true. So inside of the book, it says, as someone that grew up in a household where it was okay for you to have boundaries and express your boundaries as long as it was, you know, in an appropriate way. You know what I'm saying? You're more likely to be okay with communicating your boundaries and setting your boundaries and being assertive about what you want. And if you haven't, you're going to struggle with communicating, setting boundaries. And boundaries as a whole, like, it's not even about with just relationships. People struggle with setting boundaries in every setting. And sometimes a boundary is just saying no. Upbringing really matters. Dissect the way you were brought the hell up. And I'm tired, and I'm not gonna lie, it do seem like an American thing, and I'm American, but I'm Caribbean raised, and it really do seem like a American raised thing for people to just not question anything they were taught growing up and just roll with the punches and think it's normal because it's common around them. And that is damaging to many people's future, and they realize that a little bit too late, and that's very unfortunate. You know, and I don't want you to be one of those people, and I damn sure don't want to be one of those people myself. So that's why we got to break these generational curses, all right? La, 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 la. So I didn't want to go like too crazy deep, but that is something very important. I do need a lot of people to pay attention to, and it was something I struggled with. So if you find that you're disappearing, ignoring, cutting people off, not responding to messages, delaying setting a record straight, or failing to show up for whatever commitments you have, then consider the fact that you may be avoiding something. And no one can say that you don't have a right to feel how you feel. Long story short, I don't want anyone going through the emotions and learning the harsh lessons I had to learn when it comes to using avoidance as an escape. You will lose great people and great opportunities. And this can be for young adults, older adults. I'm in my early 20s, and this is advice my younger me needed, and that's why I'm providing it now. You know, for other, you know, younger ladies that may come across this video. Oh my gosh, I know when you catch that good. Sorry. So yeah, I hope this is very insightful, very impactful. I do advise you guys read the book. Matter of fact, let me go get this book. Oh, actually, I'm gonna get the book cover because, like I said, I took the book cover off. See that? Yeah. This is the book right here. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, I like how I just dimmed it a little bit like that. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Okay, let me stop. Yeah, so this is the book, and this is like a little bit about like the author right there. Oh, I look so cute. Anyways, yeah. So definitely check out this book, and I'm gonna be busting down so many things that I learned from this and so much other things. And we're also gonna be playing a game soon. I'm gonna be playing a game with y'all, and this is like one of my favorite games ever. It's made by Ace Metaphor, so I'm just giving y'all a hint about what game it might be, but it's coming soon, so look out for that as well. Check out my Instagram. I am royalty. That's with 2 I's, not a Y. Thank you. Okay, y'all can roll with Snapchat too. Fun size Tiana, 2 N's in the fun. You know what I mean? Yeah. I really can't believe I named myself Fun size Tiana. I was young when I did that. Don't judge me, y'all. But yeah, still check that out. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like my videos. If I could get better at anything else, like as far as communicating, providing more information, and if y'all want me to start quoting from the book, I can do so. But on that note,